Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video, and from the title you can see that it's about how I cleared up my acne that I used to have, and it's not the best right now, but it's a lot better than what it used to be. And I'm going to show you some pictures or examples of what my face used to be, and this is a video that I wish I would have had way back when, where it would have saved me a lot of time, a lot of torture, and my mama a lot of money. So I'm going to tell you guys a very embarrassing story. So just to give you kind of a feel of how bad my acne was, or how bad it made me feel. So when I was about in the 5th grade, I didn't really get bullied a lot about my weight or about my short hair. And I had short hair, but I didn't get picked on about that or anything like that. People chose to look at my face. And at first, when I was in the 5th grade, it was just my forehead. I'm going to put a picture about a forehead that looks just like mine. In my forehead, I just had a whole bunch of little tiny red bumps on my forehead, and like sometimes they would turn white. So people, like boys and stuff like that, would tease me, calling me Crunch Bar. If you know what a Crunch Bar is, then you know it has a little rice in it, so it makes it bumpy and stuff. So people were calling me Crunch, like every single day, and it made me so freaking sad because I was getting bullied about my acne, and it was only on my forehead. So I even had bangs and everything because I was so insecure about my acne. So around like a year later, I was like, I can't take this anymore. Mom, I need something to get rid of this acne on my forehead. So from then I started and I got Proactiv. So if you don't know what Proactiv is, you probably are living under a rock. But Proactiv is just this acne system. It's a 3-step system, and it has a cleansing, it has an exfoliation, and it has the acne treatment lotion, whatever it's called. And so I was so excited. I got Proactiv, and if you don't know the way Proactiv works, it makes your face worse in the beginning, so eventually it can make it better. So like I told you, the acne was only on my forehead. So I started using Proactiv, but I'm like, I'm not about to just wash my forehead. So I will wash my entire face, put everything on my entire face. And so my rest of my face started getting acne, so it made it even worse. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. And my brother had Proactiv, and it worked for him, so he was just like, yo, just keep trying it, it's gonna get better. I'm like, no, now my whole entire face has acne. Plus I was a lazy child, and Proactiv was a 3-step system, so I'm like, I just don't have the time, I'm busy, I got things to do, I gotta watch my Dexter laboratory, like I can't keep doing this. So I started getting inconsistent with the application. So that's another reason why my acne got even worse than it was before, because I was just inconsistent. I didn't feel like doing the 3-step system, so I was like, I'm done. So after a couple months of using the Proactiv, I was like, I'm done. I look a hot mess. I can't do it anymore. So from then I just stopped, and I just let my face do what it does. And so this is around the end of the 6th grade going into the 7th. So I was like, it's time to try something else. So for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to try the Avon acne system, which was another 3-step system, and I was still the same lazy child. So that only lasted a couple weeks because I don't know why I tried that. I don't know. So then from there, I did a couple researches on acne, and basically acne kept talking about how it was bad bacteria getting into your pores. So a light bulb went off in my head, so I'm like, so I just really need to wash my face really, really good. And so from then, I just got African black soap. So that's what I heard was really good for acne and acne prone skin and oily skin. And I did have oily skin at that time. The black soap was a no-go. Like after the first 3 days, my face was like a greasy light bulb. It made my face so oily. It wasn't helping the acne. So I mean, I guess I didn't give it enough time, I don't know, but I just could not keep walking around with looking like I had Vaseline all over my face. So I just stopped with the African black soap. And if you wonder what it looks like, so I have some right here. And this one, I had 2 different ones. I had African black soap with the black soap, and then I had African black soap with shea butter. And the one I have here is the shea butter one, because I use it for like washing my hands, not my face, because like I said, it makes it oily. So it's just, I don't know what it has in it, but it's supposed to be good. So it just has shea moisture. I mean, not shea moisture. Shea moisture has one, but it has shea butter in this one. And I use that one for my hands. Tried it for my body. It dried out my body, ironically. It made my face oily, but it made my body dry. So I just use it for my hands because it works okay for my hands. So fast forward to the 8th grade. My mom was like, Jada, I'm not going to keep buying you these acne solutions if you're not going to use them or if they're not going to work for you. So she was like, we're going to take you to the dermatologist. Going to the dermatologist saved my life. I should have done it in the first place, but I didn't. I went to trust Justin Bieber and all those other celebrities who were endorsing all these acne solutions on TV. So I went to the dermatologist and he prescribed me Tazorac and Amoxicillin. This combination of Tazorac and Amoxicillin cleared my face up basically to what it looks like now, but this was in the 8th grade, but I'm using something else now because I don't know why I'm using something else, not Tazorac, but this is what my face looks like now, but my face was so bad. So Amoxicillin is an antibacterial. So like I said, acne is about having bad bacteria in your face. Amoxicillin works from the inside out and clears all the bad bacteria out of your face, and it clears it up. And then Tazorac was a skin application, like cream or gel. I don't know whether I had the gel or cream. It was in the 8th grade, I don't remember. But it cleared up my face really, really good. It didn't do like Proactiv did, made it worse, then better. Tazorac just cleared it all up. And the only flaw about Tazorac is that it dried my face out a lot. Like my face used to flake. Like I would be in 8th grade, I had recess, so I would be at recess and people would be like, you need to go to the restroom, like your face looks bad. And I'd be like, why? Like I didn't know. It would happen throughout the day. Like it didn't just happen as soon as I applied it. Like when in the middle of the day, like noon, my face would get so dry it would start flaking. And the reason I didn't know that why it was doing that, but the reason it was doing that because it was allowing the old dead skin with the acne to shed, so underneath will be a new layer of skin without acne. So the shedding is good, you just have to exfoliate if you're experiencing that. So you just have to exfoliate. I didn't know that back then, but I do now. And the funny thing was the Tazorac, I didn't have the actual prescription. We were just trying it out, so I had like the little trial size, and I had about 5 of those. I had the 0.05 one and the 0.08 one. So when I got done with the 0.5, I went to the 0.8, and so my face cleared up entirely just with those little packets. So when those run out, I was like, oh well, I don't need to use it anymore because my face is clear now. So all good. So if you haven't tried those yet, definitely do that. So around my sophomore year of high school, I wasn't really taking care of my skin. I was doing sports, so a lot of dirt and sweat was in my pores. I wasn't washing it very properly, so therefore I just kept getting acne more. But this was a different type of acne. It wasn't so much of like whiteheads, it was more blackheads. So I went back to the dermatologist and he said that he prescribed me 3 things. He prescribed me Retin-A, Aczone, and a different type of antifungal prescription, but that one didn't really do anything, so I stopped taking that one. But I kept with the Retin-A and Aczone, so that's what I use now. But I just got this refilled a couple months ago. I was off of this for about a year, but I just saw like a couple of breakouts, so I asked for a refill. So that's where, like, this is why I'm using it now, just to clear up some of this hyperpigmentation and stuff like that. I don't really have a problem with acne scars, mostly like hyperpigmentation. But so the Retin-A, when I first started using it, it burned so bad. It burned because Retin-A is a very strong medication. So when I first used it, I used like the lowest one and it still burned. So if you have sensitive skin, use very slight amount or don't use it at all. Just use the Aczone. So I don't really have sensitive skin, but it just still burned. So eventually my face got used to it. And now that I used it sophomore year and it cleared up my face again, but it burned like I said. And I did some research when I started using it. The Retin-A, which is what I use it for now, is more for my blackheads or hyperpigmentation. So like here, like these dark spots that you see, I use Retin-A on. And Aczone, when I looked at the website, a lot of people with like whiteheads and red bumps, you would use them, or like pimples. So let me see. Like these are like the ones that you can't see, the ones without color. That's what I use the Aczone for. So right now I have Aczone on my face working right now. And Aczone, what it does is dry your skin. It doesn't dry your skin out, it just makes it leaves a white cast. So you have to use a moisturizer with the Aczone. And Retin-A, the reason I don't wear it in the daytime is because it's a warning. It doesn't work with the sun well. It can damage your skin. So Retin-A is only for nighttime. And Aczone used to be twice a day, but now it's once a day. So I just use it in the morning and then Retin-A at night. Like with the Tazorac, Retin-A, it peeled my skin off sometimes, so I do exfoliate now with the Retin-A. I use these exfoliating pads I got from the Dollar Tree, and if I have some, I'll go look for them right now and show you what I'm talking about. I don't have any left, so I guess I gotta put that on my shopping list. But so that's pretty much it. So as a recap, if you're lazy, then Proactiv and any 3-step system really won't work for you. But if you're willing to get prescriptions and go to the doctor, then Tazorac, Amoxicillin, Aczone, and Retin-A are the way to go. I have acne prone skin, I have oily skin, so if you guys want to see a skincare routine of how I actually got to the point that I am, I'm just telling you guys what I'm using, but if you want to see how I use them, then just let me know down below. And thanks for watching, and yeah, subscribe and have a nice day.